The person you were yesterday is a pathetic coward. And if you do not violently destroy him today, he will drag you into an early, miserable grave. Society has programmed you to believe in healing, self-care, and accepting your flaws. They want you to embrace your inner child and forgive yourself for your constant, endless failures. This is a massive, engineered deception designed specifically to keep you weak, docile, and easily controlled. You do not need to heal your old self. You need to order a complete and absolute execution of the boy you used to be. The modern man is dragging a rotting corpse of past mistakes and childhood trauma behind him, wondering why he cannot climb the mountain. You must cut the rope. You must let that weak, complaining version of yourself fall into the abyss. If you do not kill the boy, the king will never be born. Look at the way you operate on a daily basis. You negotiate with your own laziness. You set an alarm for 5 in the morning, and when it rings, you immediately start bargaining with your own mind for 10 more minutes of sleep. Every single time you hit the snooze button, you are actively choosing the coffin over the throne. Your bed is not a place of rest. It is a cemetery where your ambition goes to die. Comfort is the slow-acting venom that paralyzes the modern male soul. To become truly dangerous, you must declare war on your own desire for comfort. You must treat your comfort zone as a hostile environment that is trying to assassinate your potential. True transformation is not a peaceful journey of self-discovery. It is a brutal, agonizing tearing of the flesh. It is a snake violently shedding its old skin, knowing that if the dead scales do not peel away, it will suffocate and die in the dirt. When you begin this execution process, the world will turn against you. The people you call your friends will be the first ones to try and pull you back into the mud. They are comfortable with the weak version of you because your mediocrity makes them feel safe about their own failures. The moment you stop drinking with them, stop complaining with them, and stop wasting your weekends, they will panic. They will call you arrogant. They will tell you that you have changed and that you are taking life entirely too seriously. Let their words bounce off you like bullets hitting heavy obsidian armor. Their opinions are the dying screams of average men trapped in a sinking ship. You are not obligated to drown with them just because you have known them for a long time. You must sever those ties with cold, mechanical precision. Some people are only meant to be background characters in your origin story. You cannot drag dead weight to the summit of the mountain. Once you cut off the noise and the toxic companions, you will enter the void. The void is a place of absolute, suffocating silence. It is the darkest period of a man's life, and it is where 99% of men break. When the distractions are gone, the demons of your past failures will start screaming at you. They will remind you of every girl who rejected you, every time you quit, and every time you embarrassed yourself. Most men are terrified of this silence, so they run back to their phones, their addictions, and the safety of the herd. But you are going to sit in the dark and force those demons to bow. You are going to look into the abyss of your own mind and claim ultimate sovereignty over your thoughts. This is the crucible where an apex predator is forged. The fire of discipline does not negotiate with the steel. It simply burns away the impurities until only the hardest, most unbreakable core remains. Your daily routine must become a relentless force. Your body is the physical manifestation of your mind's discipline. If you are soft, out of shape, and weak, it is a direct reflection of your pathetic internal monologue. You must step into the gym and turn it into a slaughterhouse for your old self. Every heavy weight you lift is a physical strike against your own doubt. Every drop of sweat that hits the concrete is the weakness leaving your nervous system. Train until your lungs burn, your muscles tear, and your mind begs for mercy. When the mind begs to stop, that is exactly when the training actually begins. You must override your primal instinct for safety and force yourself into the pain cave. A man who voluntarily destroys himself in the gym cannot be broken by the external world. While you are hardening your body, you must ruthlessly weaponize your mind. The Matrix wants you endlessly consuming garbage content, cheap entertainment, and meaningless political drama. They are harvesting your attention to make themselves rich while you remain poor, angry, and confused. You must install a firewall in your brain. Stop caring about celebrities, sports scores, and the opinions of people who do not even know you exist. Reclaim your focus and point it entirely at your own evolution. Read the texts of ancient conquerors, Stoic philosophers, and military strategists. Study the men who moved borders and built empires with nothing but blood and iron. Absorb their cruelty, their focus, and their absolute refusal to submit to fate. You have a finite amount of energy in your biological battery. Are you going to waste it arguing in comment sections? Or are you going to use it to build unparalleled financial and physical power? A man who relies on the system for his paycheck, his food, and his safety is nothing but a modern-day slave. Break the chains of dependency. You must become entirely self-sufficient, a lone wolf operating with lethal efficiency. When you no longer need the system can no longer control you. There is a terrifying beauty in a man who has completely detached from the outcome. He does not care if he is loved, and he does not care if he is hated. He is driven by a dark, cold obsession with excellence that most people will never understand. Your bloodline survived ice ages, famines, and massive, brutal wars. Your ancestors fought with heavy steel and died in the mud just so you could exist today. Do not disrespect their sacrifice by living like a terrified victim. You carry the DNA of kings, warlords, and survivors. It is time to activate that genetic code. Stop apologizing for your masculine nature and start dominating your environment. When you finally emerge from the void, you will be entirely unrecognizable. You will walk into a room and the temperature will immediately drop. People will feel the sheer, crushing weight of your aura before you even open your mouth. They will see a man who has walked through the fire and learned to command the flames. They will look into your eyes and see a predator that operates on a completely different frequency. You will no longer be a participant in their trivial games. You will be the final boss of your own reality. The hour is extremely late, and the clock is counting down to your inevitable death. You do not have time to wait for motivation. Motivation is a fairy tale for children. Discipline is the heavy crown worn by kings. The execution of your old self begins the very second this video ends. Leave the weak man behind in the ashes. Stand up, step into the dark, and claim the power that is rightfully yours. Subscribe to 424 Studio if you are ready to completely annihilate your old identity. Leave a comment saying the boy is dead to seal your contract with the 1%. Now put the phone down, look in the mirror, and go to war.